And here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Comica CVM-VM20 Super Cardioid Shotgun Microphone. This retails for roughly $130 US. I will include a link in the description, and it was sent over for review purposes. This looks to directly compete with Rode's Video Mic NTG, which of course is much more expensive at roughly $250 US, and essentially matches most of those features. You can see it supports smartphones and cameras, as well as includes a TRS to TRS cable, a TRS to TRRS cable, a wind muff, and a wind screen. You can see right here on the features, 2 low-cut filter modes, adjustable stepless gain control, OLED visualized power. It does have an internal lithium battery that you recharge using a Type-C port, so that's incredibly convenient. Full metal construction, super shielding. Let's get it out of the box and see what it looks like. And of course, I will follow up with overall performance, because I think this is the type of thing that a lot of people are looking for, and most of the Comica products that I've covered, I've been impressed with. They have been solid alternatives to their counterparts on the market. So, first thing you can see is that we've got a carry case. That's what's popping out already, and that's a good thing. Comica tends to do this. I like their branding, very similar to Sony's Alpha, but it doesn't, it's not an exact replica. And like that we've got a carry case, always good for any manufacturer to give you something to carry the product in, and everything is in here. Here is the microphone itself, OLED display right there, your stepless gain control right here at the back end of the mic, very smooth as expected. Let's see the power button if this has any juice, and it does. Apparently a full charge right out of the box. I'm expecting good quality because, again, everything that I've tested from Comica has been really solid. In fact, for the pricing, I don't think you can do a lot better than what Comica does. I mean, the whole point, again, is to perform as good, possibly, as the competition, which is priced significantly higher, as I mentioned at the top. So output right there, Type-C port right there. We've got a control for the levels right above the power button, besides the stepless gain, or frequency, I mean. Let's go ahead and take a look at the balance. This is, of course, the wind screen, and I likely won't be using these just because I'm not going to be using it outdoors at present, being that we are still in a pandemic, and I'll only take risks that are necessary, which that's not one of them. But testing this indoors in the studio is going to be my ideal situation. The shock mount, that's going to be an interesting area because I want to see how well it actually ends up working, because, without a proper shock mount, as good as this mic could be, that might be an issue. Looks like we have a 1/4-20 mount right here on the bottom, so easy to attach this to a tripod. Nothing else in these compartments. The dead cat, or wind muff as they call it, right here. And all of our connection cables and paperwork, the actual manual. And then this is the Type-C to Type-A cable. No brick included with this. You're going to just charge this using, obviously, your own power brick or a computer. And then these are the 2 TRS cables that give you the ability to work with either a camera or a smartphone. So pretty flexible. Excited to try this out, see how it works. Again, the shock mount, I feel like I know this is going to be a performer because everything that I've tested with Comica, as I already stated, has been solid, but we'll find out. The shock mount is the one thing that I'm curious about because, shock mounts are tricky things. Sometimes they work really well, sometimes they don't. The shock mount on my Sony shotgun mic, which is my primary shotgun right now, is fine. It's built in. It's not an assembly like this. It's actually built in to the mic, so you can't remove it. This is a little bit more flexible, obviously, in many ways over the Sony, but it is also larger. It also requires hard wiring. The Sony is pure digital, at least with my A7R IV and cameras like the A7S III. So just something to keep in mind. And I'll probably be testing those directly against one another. But even when I talk about that, the pricing difference between this guy and the Sony, it's night and day. I mean, the Sony, I think originally retailed for $350. Now it's commonly found for $300. And here we're looking at a brand new product that launched at the end of 2020 for $130 US. So, we'll see how it does. I have high hopes for it. Definitely something I plan on using going forward. So I will keep you all posted. Again, this was just an unboxing and first look. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe and please stay safe. Later.